Mhm. Correct, correct. So the outer join is in a database. If you try to recollect from the first SQL class which I told, outer join is for example you have four departments and you have a fifth department coming up newly in your organization. So the fifth department doesn't have an employee, but if you do an outer join, it will list you the departments that has employees and the department that has no employees. It can give you in one single sequence. So then it is the same thing here we are talking about. So you're going to do an outer join between the source table and the target table. Finally, it will come up and say you that there is a new product. So the new product will be empty on the right hand side. It has no surrogate ID. It has no identity in the target. So you are going to flag it saying, yes, this is the one which I want to insert. Then it gets inserted into the target based on the flagging condition you give there. Make sense? No, no, no. Inner join will not get you that department that has no employees. When you say inner join, all you are telling is, I have four departments, I have 100 employees. Get me which department has, number of employees in each department. If you ask, it will give you only the matching condition. If you look at the, let me, I know outer join without working on it will be a little bit confusing. So let me go back to the original session where I have an example that makes my life easier to explain. Um, all I'm trying to find, yeah. So if you do an inner join, you cannot get that extra element out because the outer join you are doing is between two tables, and the two tables will be in relational world, right? So when you do an inner join, I will show you how it works. Let me, because it is not only a question mark for you, it is only you raise the question, but rest of everyone will have that question for sure. I'm pretty sure about it because for me to even understand this outer join, first when I tried to work on database, it took little time. So let me take just a moment there to explain you. But if you want me to do classroom, I can always do it. If you are able to see me, I will go online now. Let me share the screen so that I will give you a live example instead of asking you to wander your brain. I will also get a chance to use the uh, classroom here. So let me try doing that. Let me know when you see my classroom. I'm going to draw a picture to make you understand uh, the outer join. So outer join, we'll talk about it. Give me one moment. It is very important, guys. Who has worked on database, they can understand. All of you are able to see my whiteboard, right? Perfect. So let us take an example. I have two tables, or this is my business I am talking about. I have three departments currently. Let me take a visible pen. And as I told you yesterday, it is going to be opposite. It is kind of the mirror image. So you'll have to understand that I will try to write in the what is it in the reverse way. But let us see if it works. 10 has to be written as 01 for me. So you see it as 10, right? Okay, good. Yeah, good. So I have three departments. So the department names are like this. You're able to see the screen, right? Okay. I have three departments. Department 10 is my production. Department 20 is my sales. Department 30 is my marketing. Excuse me there, I cannot write production and sales, marketing, everything in reverse way, but you can understand looking at it. It is also a good exercise for your eyes to understand. So now I have this in my department table. So let me put it as DPT number and DPT name. Now I have my employee table. Think about in the relational world, guys. I have my employee number, I have my employee name, I have the department number. This is the best example I can give you. So employee 1 name is A, 2 name is B, 3 name is C, 4 name is D, 5 name is E. He belongs to department 10. So this I can actually write it in reverse because it is numbers. He belongs to, this guy belongs to. Do you see it? The example here. So when you try to join these two tables, the inner join is you are going to join based on these two. So yeah, this is inner join. And when you say the result will be give me the number of employees by department, that is your query. So the result will be like this: 01 production. Oh, it is out of the scope, right? Okay. Okay. Let me also take a better pen because this is not very clear. So now if I do an inner join, the results will be like this. I'm going to use this page. So department 10 PRD, I have two people. Department 20, which is sales, I have one. Department 30, which is marketing, I have two people. Right? This is the inner join. This in any relational table, if you do an inner join, this will be the result. Now, in recently, I have added one more department, which is kind of advertising department. It currently doesn't have any employees, but I still wanted to see if the department is added to my business or not. So to get that, I will have to do an outer join. Here it will be ADB. Here you will have to get a 0, right? To get that 0, you are doing an outer join. So in data warehouse, what we will do while processing this in an ETL job is, you are going to do an outer join between these two tables. When you do the outer join, it will get a result set like this. When it get a result set, all you're going to do is, wherever there is 0, flag it as white. These will be flagged as blue. These will eliminate it. Only this will flow in. Okay? That is outer join. Yeah, actually, correct. Yeah, you will have to flag it. You will have to make the outer join and then allot saying an NVL. In general, when you do an outer join, you will not even get a 0. You will get a null value. You will get an empty space. So for that empty space, you will say, give it a number called 0. Replace it. Use the NVL function. Wherever there is a null, replace it with 0. And the 0 comes here. So when you go to the next step, which is the query transform, in the query transform, you say wherever there is 0, insert it. Rest of them, reject it. Okay? Makes sense, guys? Everyone are on the same page? Did you understand how an outer join works here? Flagging it is, see, when you do an outer join, you'll also have the data from inner join and outer join. When you put a flag, it is easy for you to filter out. Without a flag, how can you filter me? Tell me this. Because you have different quantities here, different quantity here, different quantity here. Flag is A or nay, yes or no, 0 or 1. Getting me? Still confused? Did you get it? I mean, you cannot filter it based on the totals here because they are different numbers. But you can any number makes it as it is existing. So you are flagging it as a no. Any number that is empty, you are flagging it as Y, so that all the empties will get inserted, all that already have a number will get rejected. Getting me? Anyhow, when we go into the job and design it, we'll see that as a real example so that you understand it even better. Okay? Okay, man. So I'm going to put off my webcam and we'll proceed with the normal mode, because when in webcam the problem is most of you guys will have a very low bandwidth and uneasy to hear me, or you get a delayed voice, things like that. So if everyone are clear on that point, I'm going to proceed. If any more questions, yeah, I can write it, but the iPad is again different, right? I'll have to connect it to make it visible. I have the touch screen, but I don't have the pen to write on the touch screen. And when I switch on my webcam, it makes the real classroom. That gives you that you are inside the class. That is the purpose of having my office here, or else I would have not even rented this office by paying them. So if few people wanted to make it as a classroom, I propose this is the best solution for me. Okay, but it is not any uncomfort for you, right? Looking at my face. Okay. Okay, I was just kidding. So I won't be even good on camera all the time. So only when required I will come on the camera. Else you'll be hearing my voice. Okay. So whatever so far we have seen, guys. Are you clear? Did you understand the lookup and the outer join? Go ahead. No, 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 no. See, you are actually a little bit confused there. See, using a QA environment is your process of development life cycle. Staging is a mandatory ingredient inside the data warehouse architecture. So you are combining two things. It is you are talking about the project life cycle and combining an integral part of a data warehouse. Those two are separate. Here staging environment is to only get the raw data. They avoid staging environment if it is a real-time job, but they do have staging if it is a surely and a batch job. There is a difference, because real-time job you cannot stage data, you cannot process it and then try to push it into the target. Sometimes it is required, but most of the times it is not required. Whereas batch data, you are going to stage it every time. The reason I say why you require staging is the important thing. You are connecting to operational source systems to extract your data. So you are permitted only for few hours. You cannot ask them give me permission for 12 hours that I can do my extraction process. No operational system engineer will allow you to do that. It is not recommended in any manner, because when you are trying to extract data, there is going to be high load on the database. And when there is a high load, if you go to an ATM center, put your card to validate your PIN, if it takes 3 minutes, and to give the money, if it hangs for 5 minutes, you'll be worried. You'll call the call centers or the customer care and say, I have inserted my card, withdrawn 10,000, but it is not giving me